Welcome to Hollywood Sports.
The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier.
Hello everybody, welcome to Hollywood Sports.
Joining me in the booth as always,
this is my first video on YouTube.
What an exciting game.
Opening NBA 2K13.
State Farm presents the starting lineups.
And I'm showing my association. And my broadcast camera will be the TV style presentation.
All-Star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Young in at the power forward position.
I really like the Seattle Supersonics, but you know they got sold, and hopefully they'll be coming back to town. But right now I'll be playing with the Boston Celtics.
Patrolling the paint, one of the fiercest defenders in NBA history, and former MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
And I'll be showing every game by the halves.
Then it's Pierce, and it's Bass in at the 4 spot.
Let's get ready to rumble. All right, that's enough chit chat. Let's do it.
The Sixers have kind of turned things around here recently. You have to make a connection between them becoming a better defensive team and also who their leader is on the sideline, and that's Doug Collins, one of the best.
Set it up.
Now here's Rondo.
The screen.
11 feet away.
Shot. Let's go back.
The jumper drops. Bradley's got the game going here with the first basket for the Celtics. Bynum with a screen on.
Pick up.
Holiday goes in. The kick out to Young.
This matchup out.
Rondo. Offensive rebound. Shots good from Young.
Textbook offensive rebounding right there. I love that. Those putbacks are buckets any team loves to get.
In low to Garnett. Feeds to Bradley. The dish to Rondo. Pass defended by Young. From 10 feet out. That's good. He's got his first basket. Back to what you said about the 76ers and defense.
Back, Garnett, get back.
Improved in the standings. It has been all about their defense, Steve. I think for the majority of the season,
gonna play some defense or
the
what?
least points a game of any team in the league.
Well, they established an identity, and that's what every team needs to do. You've got to play to your talents. That's what Doug Collins put together there in Philadelphia. They made a lot of steals. They got out in transition, but a tough, quick, defensive-minded team.
And the shot is good.
You know, as much as anybody in the league, Pierce is able to hit the tough, contested shots. And I think that's because of his strength and his skill level and his ability to knock defenders off balance before rising up and making his jump shot.
And, you know, you said earlier the big bucket down the stretch. Pierce always ready to do that. In the deciding moments of the game, that's when he really separates himself.
Where's the foul? Where's the foul?
Deserves the moniker, the truth.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday, the pass to Richardson. Pierce with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start up the game.
Give it up.
And Bass kicks to Rondo.
Set the play.
Pierce up top.
Pick and roll.
6. No good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This, of course, being game 1 of the season, is their first look at the Celtics.
All right, since y'all don't want to play some defense, we're going to go to zone.
They won the season series, but then when they met in the playoffs, they were taken down. So this ought to be interesting tonight.
Rondo kicks to Garnett. Got it. Good job in the low post.
They take it to the boys.
Garnett's got his
Power
first
up.
bucket of the night.
You know, the defense has to prevent the ball from getting down into that area if they're going to be successful, guys.
And Holiday gets
I don't
the
want to play no defense.
Turner.
Keep him out of the paint.
He feeds it to Holiday.
Keep him out of the paint.
Gets it to go. Clark, they just got a little lackadaisical, I thought, when it came time to meet up again in the playoffs.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Sometimes that happens when you have a team's number early. You get a little overconfident, a little comfortable. You have it all year long and can match up well with them in the playoffs, but you have to play them harder than you did during the regular season. It's a different game, regular season to playoffs.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Rondo is one of the premier drive and kick playmakers in the game. He's so fast, so quick, and crafty going to the basket. So he's an expert at getting into the paint where he can either score or find his teammates for an open look.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Wayans. He dishes it to Young. 6 to shoot. Right against Green. And it's right missing. You talk about Rajon Rondo as a playmaker. Last season, he was first in the NBA in assists. Second the season before that. He's really claimed that crown.
And Rondo is on record as saying that that's the true definition of a point guard in his eyes, keeping teammates involved and engaged, making sure they're happy. I tell you what, every player in the league would love to play with a guy like him, serving him up.
He took advantage of that pick, and he did the rest, knocking down the J.
Let's go back to man and see what y'all do this time.
Here's the screen. Inside.
Oh, look at that.
And it's the devastating one-handed jam.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to
killing us in man defense.
Take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for it.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Now here's Sullinger.
Come on,
For
Sullinger,
his
get it
first
in there.
bucket of the game. And it's Boston with another. Here's Young.
Let's play some man. Wake up out there. Hands up.
2 seconds left. And that one's good. Young's got his first points in this one.
I like it. He could have gone
definitely got to stand in the zone. We're going to go to the 1-3-1 and block the paint.
I like it.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
The NBA season gains momentum. Rudy Gay and the Memphis Grizzlies take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks next Tuesday, 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific.
Thanks for tuning back in as we get
All right, welcome back to Hollywood Sports. We're going to continue with the second
about
quarter.
the Celtics here in this one?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Hope you guys appreciate this TV style presentation. Camera.
At the offensive end.
I like to try to replicate the real sport, the real NBA.
Doris, over to you.
Kevin, through the first third of last season, the
Block,
Philadelphia
Garnett.
76ers were sitting atop the Atlantic and
go
among the
1-3-1.
top teams in the
1-3-1.
East. But then they hit a wall. Most
Block the
significantly,
paint.
their offense really struggled. And it was interesting that
go,
even
Pierce.
though their
Way to pull it.
defensive philosophy was to force other teams into mid-range jump shots, all too often they settled for these shots themselves. So even though their caution offensively kept their turnovers down, their shooting percentages were pretty abysmal. Kevin, will see if this season they can attack
1-3-1. Get back in it. Let's
higher
go.
percentage looks.
We will indeed. Thank you, Doris. Holiday off a pick from Turner. Garnett comes over to help. Here's Young, and he finishes nicely.
Just
on
do
the
not
layup.
block that paint.
Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Offensively just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
You know, when the Celtics were at their best during this recent era, they were probably the best defensive club in the entire NBA. But the team's changed. They've gotten smaller. They may be a little better offensively, but they're not really the defensive force they were a few years ago.
Here's Wilkins.
Killing y'all in the
Yes,
paint.
Sage
Come on.
Holiday with the assist that time. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Rondo with it. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Bradley. It's hauled in by Moultrie.
Force that one,
When you look at the stats, and the Celtics were still great as far as opposing field goal percentage goes. And, you know, Steve, you were just talking about defense, but as Steve was just saying, Clark, they looked different to me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, a lot of it is that they had just such solid physical and mental fiber. And they just seemed to lose a bit of that edge. Still a very good defensive team, but hard to call them the best anymore.
Yeah, their mental fabric remained
Will
intact.
Cox.
Yes, it did.
Go up, Garnett.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Crash them boards. Crash them boards.
Wilcox has got his first points of the night.
Let's go back to zone.
Here's Turner. No good. Excellent
Play
D
some
there
D
for
for
Pierce.
once.
The Celtics with the lead. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that
Yeah.
game is the second of 2 straight at home.
What a luxury it is for Boston to have Paul Pierce on this roster, because when
Zone
the play
up.
breaks down,
Keep him out of the paint.
he's probably as good as anybody in the league at just backing you down, using that strength, using his incredible footwork to get a shot off. Not just any shot, a high percentage.
Come on, Will Cox, and let him go in there like that.
That's good by Turner. Turner's got 6.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the
Set
rim
it up.
as well as anybody.
Rondo kicks to Wilcox. Shoots over Turner, and it's Boston with another. And Paul Pierce, one of the most versatile scorers, Clark, in the NBA.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he can back you down. He can face you up. He works off screens. He can make plays off the dribble for himself or his teammates. He's a multi-pronged problem for the opponent.
Holiday dishes to Turner. Another shot. Wilkins. That's good.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10
Nobody
straight
boxing
points
out.
coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. .119 left here in the second. Now here is Barbosa, looking for his first bucket of the game. Terry, Richardson cover. Terry kicks to Green. The jump hook. That one goes. And the Celtics lead by 4.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
Bynum with a screen
That's
on
a back
Barbosa.
door.
Here's Wayans. And Boston with the rebound.
Way to go, Green. Push
Terry
it.
outside.
Pull up.
Right.
Oh,
And it's
nice
blocked.
block.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And a new group in for the Celtics. Melo's checked in for Zellinger. Pierce comes in for Jeff Green. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Jason Terry. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Lee, 18 feet away. He knocks it down. Lee's got his first points of the game.
Well, you see the contrast here offensively. They're really starting to make that mid-range shot.
Yeah, and I love it, you know, just finding the gap and looking for a little airspace, a little room to get the shot off. They're doing a nice job.
Let him get in that paint.
Young passes to Bynum. Cannot hit.
Good boys, Pierce. Push it, push it.
Now Rondo. He got it up.
Boom.
And no good trying to get that one. And the first half is now in the books. It's the